Jesus said that my presence will be with you, we have to understand how God's presence ministers to people. Okay? So Jesus actually commands us to ask his presence to minister to people. So that's what we're going to do. Holy Spirit, would you come and release your presence and your love right now in the name of Jesus. Now, for your benefit, keep your eyes open and watch, because you can actually pray with your eyes open. And I want you to watch the process of how ministry happens. Okay? So what I'm doing intentionally is we're usually taught in our culture to immediately engage people. I always try to teach people, just relax for a moment and begin to, in your own heart, seek God's love for the person. So in my own heart, I'm asking the Lord, would you share your love with me? While I'm doing that, I'm watching to see if the Lord is ministering to her. And there's some outward signs. If you're in Minnesota, there isn't. But in other states, that people actually respond to the presence of the Lord. Minnesota, they're frozen most of the time, so they don't really respond. But if you don't see the Lord ministering to him, you can still sense the presence of the Lord ministering to you, which is indicating to you that he's ministering to that person. So do you sense the Lord ministering to you? Okay, can you tell them what you're experiencing? Peace. Okay, outwards. Do you feel outside of peace, do you feel like you're being filled by the Holy Spirit, or like a power is resting on you at all? Okay, some weightiness too. Okay, and you know that's the Lord, right? Okay, good. All right, so I'm sitting here and I'm saying to the Lord, share your love with me. And immediately as I was describing that to you guys, a picture came into my mind. Now, to receive from the Lord, you have to quit fighting and resisting. And this is mostly what you have to teach people. Most people, when you say, now let's listen to the Lord, there seems to be this straining that people do. You actually just want to relax, and whether it comes visually, or you hear something, or you feel something, you just need to relax and let it happen, not try to fight it to happen. So immediately when I said, Lord, would you share your love with me? I saw a light come out of heaven, and it came right on top of her, and when I saw the light touch her, I heard the Spirit of the Lord go, healing. Okay? And so that's a great word. When I first used to get that, I'd think, well, that's it. And I'd just say, I don't know what this means, but I saw a shaft of light hit you, and I heard the word healing. And the person goes, in what way? And I go, I don't know. Isn't it enough that I had it? So I saw a shaft of light, and I saw the word healing, but I don't know what direction it's going to go. And so when you have it, that's where you begin to ask questions of the Lord. Now, you were even asking me this. Could I actually start praying for your wife and God would tell me that? And the answer is yes. Or could I just say, well, do you want to talk to some more about it? What do you want to say about it? Now, here's what I got. Now, it looks like I'm doing this seamlessly, but this is from doing it for over 20 years. When I first got it, it would come, and I would say, all that other stuff. Now, after doing it, there's some familiarity. This is how the Lord was talking to me. So when I heard the word healing, I heard also healing towards restoration, and then I realized that the light represented God showing me who you are and where you're going. And so you carry, by the presence of Jesus in your life, a healing, restoration, serving of people that come near you. So when people come near you, you bring forth healing and restoration to them. And the light also represents where you're going in the future. So what you're experiencing now, you haven't even touched into what you're about to step into. You're going to actually find that the power of the Lord and more of what we call revelation from the Lord to just set people free is really going to engage you, and you're going to just see a lot of fruit coming out of this. Okay, does that make any sense to you? And are you okay? Or is your hand starting to like get oil? Did you put oil on your hands before you came up here?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, do you see that? Okay. She's actually starting to get oil on her hands. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, come here and look. You can touch it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her. I mean.
It is. Wow. That's awesome.
What do you think about that, guys? You've never seen that before?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, well, go back to your seats and we'll talk about it. Oh, wow. Does that surprise you? Have you ever had that happen before?
Not oil, but the Holy Spirit and power.
Okay. So you've never had that happen? Have you ever seen that happen to somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so what that is that's a sign. Obvious. And he's trying to confirm what he just talked to her about by giving her an outward sign for her. So what's happening is not only, it's coming again, isn't it? So the Lord's engaging her, and have you ever heard of the term impartation?
Yeah.
So she has a sign of this going on in her hands, but she's also having the Lord touch her right now, and she's being imparted His presence to do the thing He said He wants to do with her. Okay? Also, do you realize that part of that touching, the love of God that's touching you right now, is also the Lord is stirring faith inside of you. You're actually, it's literally like there's this blender being turned on, and faith is just being stirred up, and it's faith towards boldness. So you feel like you don't have enough. Jesus says, I'm going to respond to that, and He's going to give you more. And so I just ask, Lord, that you, is that what you say to the Lord? Is that yeah, I think I was thinking.
No, sure.
Okay. Okay. And so, see, now you guys ready? Please understand, I am not trying to give words. All I'm doing is saying, share your heart with me about her. And he's showing me this. That when I said the thing about faith, I actually felt like something gripped my heart, and then I saw a picture of a blender. And I'm just connecting the ideas. So tell them what's going on right now, because isn't she fun to watch just as this is going on? Tell them what you're experiencing right now.
Well, Ben just wants to do this.
Okay. You're not doing that?
I did start it.
Okay.
But
Why are you doing that then?
God's healing my head.
Oh, well, that's kind of fun. Now, do you remember what? So I'm going to step away from her and I'm going to talk with you guys. Do you remember when I said prophecy releases healing? See, if you could just connect with God, He wants to do all this stuff. All we need to do is just stay in it as He's doing it. Did any of you guys have a word for it? Because I don't think He's just doing this. I think He's starting to encourage you guys too.
Well, when you first talked about healing as an impartation, my sense was that it was going to be what's happening now with her neck, because it's needed.
That's awesome. Then you had a sense of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you would have said it when it happened. But that's cool that you kind of caught that. Anyone else? Now, don't make this hard. This is how you learn to do it. You just say, what's your heart? What, are you sensing something?
Well, it just, when you said the oil and everything, I mean, I know that we always use healing oil, or, and that's exactly what came to my mind.
Okay.
I thought, wow, she can put hands on people. And just,
Yeah. And that's what He's inviting her into. Okay. What are you guys sensing?
I had the same sense as Duncan.
Okay. And you had the same
The
thing?
original, yeah, it was
Okay.
the
Now,
anointing oil.
I want you guys to understand this. That's what you heard, but if you turn it now to a proclamation or a prayer for her right now, the Lord will actually do that more for her. So can you take what you sensed and now say it as a proclamation or as a prayer for her? Just what you sense. Don't try to make something up. Just say, I release the healing oil. Or
She needs someone's hand. She needs his hand.
okay,
She needs his hands.
okay, good. So now proclaim that and pray that.
Father God, please come and put your hands on her and just in the places that you're doing healing work. God, I just pray that energy would come in and heal everything.
Okay, Duncan. Can you go for it?
Lord, I just pray for her to touch everyone and heal them all.
Yeah. Amen. Good.
Yeah, Father, I thought that was cool, the oil in her hands. That's just, as far as I know, in your word, the anointing with oil gives healing to people. Just put it right on the palms of her hands. You know what I mean?
Amen.
need a jar of it or anything. It's just coming out.
She's got,
What'd you say?
oh wait, she's got her hands.
So is He touching your neck? Okay, so Lord, finish the work you're doing. Move her neck and her muscles back into a wholeness. In fact, I just command that weakness to come off of this part of her body right now. Come on, restore her, Lord, right now.
Woo! Yes.
Just restore her. Touch her with your power. In the name of the Lord. Yeah, move the vertebrae right now back into alignment. The muscles, the nerves, everything. I just command this to come into wholeness right now in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Bless your name. So see how he started with one thing? This is how Jesus does ministry, by the way. He starts with one thing, then he moves to another thing, then he says this, then he did. That's actually what ministry really is. It's a dance. God dances with a person. He does different things. He starts with one, moves to another. Isn't that fun?
Very good.
A lot better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I couldn't move my neck.
So where your neck was hurting, and let's put that at a 10, and you're completely healed. That's 0. Where do you think you're at?
Oh,
4. So just some, but not completely done.
right.
Okay. So we're going to pray for you again when we get into groups. Do you have a question or anything you'd like to ask about? How do you feel now after we've prayed?
Stronger.
Like in your soul and your body?
Thank
You did a good job. Thanks.
I'm sort of used to being used
Yeah,
as an
thank you.
example.